Well, if only the director of the show this afternoon is as good as the striker Jara, definitely maybe playing for either the Super Eagles or maybe any of the national teams today. But then we're indeed celebrating Africa as far as the FIFA Women's World Cup is concerned. Well, Jane joins us from the Federal Capital. Jane, it's nice to have you on the program Sports Desk.
Good afternoon, Mian.
Well, Jane, the Falcons, with 11 days to their opening match against Canada, the manager of the side is concerned about injury worries. What's your take on the past days in Australia as far as acclimatization for the tournament and the performance of the Falcons' expectations in general?
Well, before they left Nigeria, the star of the team, the star player of the team, Asisat Oshola, actually is recovering from, an injury she sustained during the league. But for her to make the World Cup list, we know that there's a possibility that she'll be fit enough to, play in the tournament, and that's why she's there. And of course, it won't be the first time, Nigeria is going for a tournament with a player that's injured, and we're hoping that the player would recover and be useful to the team. It happened with Desire Paranozie in the 2016 AFCON. Actually, she went to Cameroon nursing an injury, but then she eventually played her part to Nigeria winning that tournament later on, and also Chidozia Waziem for the Super Eagles in the 2021 AFCON. So I expect that Asisat would be fit, maybe not for the first game or for the first game. And that's the major injury concern, that a lot of people who are following the team are concerned about. And for preparations for the team, of course, it's a sad thing that, other countries are playing tougher tournaments, or tougher countries rather. A lot of countries arrived Australia very early because you don't have many countries that their weather are similar to Australia. So you had many countries there, but Nigeria didn't, lock down any friendly. So they will be playing against the women's club side in Australia, and I think that's a very sad one. And that's maybe the major preparation or match that we're going to be seeing from the Super Falcons before they kick the first ball of the tournament against Canada in the Women's World Cup.
Well, Jen, some time ago we asked if the crisis that has bedeviled the camp of the Super Falcons, if it was the Super Eagles in the World Cup here, probably it would have been a different song entirely. But right now, the House of Reps is also concerned with boycott threats from the Falcons, allowances, bonuses being old, and every form of controversy. The distraction this has brought and the positive impact the House of Reps could indeed bring into some of the challenges they are going to in Australia. Can you highlight this for us?
Well, Megan, I think we have a lot of partners in misery when it comes to that. Started with South Africa, they resolved theirs. England joined, Canada also, even reports have it that they threatened to boycott the match against Nigerian side. So we have a lot of countries also that are having, the World Cup money issue with the new introduction of FIFA saying that there will be that players who come to the World Cup are guaranteed of $30,000 just for playing in the World Cup. And then federations are now saying, okay, whatever entitlements we're supposed to give you initially, like appearance bonuses, that's what England called theirs. And for Nigeria, we do camp bonuses and, match allowances. So if you win or get a draw, you get something. And when you don't win, you don't get anything. So most federations are trying to boycott that. But good enough, Nigeria managed to strike a deal with their players. That's what we understand officially, that the players agreed that the federation would just pay them the $30,000 from FIFA and daily camp allowances, which starts counting, of course, from the first day they started a World Cup camp officially. But we know that, sometimes there are a lot more happening that the players actually get to divulge, but they still insist and stand, not just on maybe, but, other players still insist and stand on that they don't have any disagreements about finances with the federation, that they have an understanding that they will be paid camp allowances and not match bonuses, and then of course also the World Cup bonus. So we're hoping that maybe not after the group stage we're going to have a drama. You asked about what prospects this brings for us. Now, if they are going to ask for more money, they understand that they need to have a good game. They need to be playing well. They need to have good results.
Jane, time is not our friend. Time is not our friend. You've highlighted the major points. We'll indeed continue this on the show tomorrow. Many thanks, Janefrances from the federal capital, for indeed highlighting the situation in the Falcons camp. And like she indeed said, Asisato Shola is a key player who is down with injury. Well,